told someone that you wanted to ship something, but instead they heard sheep something? Well, these small pronunciation differences can be very awkward for you and your listener, especially in professional settings. Hi, I'm Andria, and welcome to my American English Minimal Pairs series. This is video 2 of 12, and today I'm going to show you the exact techniques that I use to help my students master the difference between the short I, and the long E sounds in American English. So by the end of this video, with studying these minimal pairs, you'll understand exactly why these sounds can be tricky, and stay to the end because I'm going to give you some practical exercises that you can use every day in professional situations. Let's start with the short I, as in ship. Ship. To make this sound, your mouth should be slightly open, right? Slightly open, and your lips are relaxed and they're neutral. So your tongue is in the middle of your mouth and the sound is quick and short, just like it says, short I. Eh, eh, ship, ship. Okay. So my mouth is slightly open, right? My lips are relaxed. They're not round, right? They're not puckered. They're just relaxed. And your tongue is in the middle of your mouth. It's really just a relaxed position. And for the long E sound, E, right? E as in sheep, your lips spread slightly like a small smile. And if you've seen any of my other videos where I'm teaching the E sound, this is very important for this sound. You want to be almost smiling. E, sheep, right? And so your tongue is higher in your mouth, especially towards the back. It's higher up, and the sound is held longer, just like it says, long E, right? Okay, well, I want you to think of saying E as in see. I see you, see, right? Just hold on to it, almost like you're singing. So, one of my one-on-one students recently, she really benefited from ear training while we were working on these minimal pairs and while I was showing her the sounds, because she really had a hard time hearing the sounds actually. So we worked on the ear training and it was able to anchor her sounds and so that she could self-correct. And that is really important when you're trying to improve your pronunciation. So if you'd like personalized help with your pronunciation, there's a link in the description. All right. Well, remember, minimal pairs and pronunciation, it's really like training any other muscle. I have said this many times, and it is really true. At first, it really might feel strange the way you're making your lips move or the way you're moving your tongue. But to speak American English, we use our faces and a lot of our muscles to speak. But with practice, the positions of your tongue, your jaw, and your lips will feel more natural. So let's test your ear with a quick listening quiz. It's a little game that I think is quite fun, and I hope you like it. So here I am going to say 3 words, and one of the words I am going to repeat. So you're going to hear the one word twice. So I'll say 4 words. And so I'm going to give you a few seconds to let me know what you hear. I'm going to cover my mouth like this. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, here we go. Sit, ship, sit, sheet. Which word did you hear twice? Yes, sit. Very good. All right, let's try another one. Feel, sheep, feet, feel. Which one did you hear twice? Yeah, feel. Smile for feel. All right. Last one. Here we go. Bit, bit, beat, bid. I did that one a little bit faster. I hope you were able to hear it. Okay. What do you think? Yep. Bit. Did a good job. All right, so now we're going to practice some pairs together. I'm going to say the pairs twice, and then I will let you go ahead and repeat. All right, I'll give you a second to repeat it. All right, so here we go. The first one, feel, fill, feel, fill. Your turn. Good. Next, leave, live, leave, live. You do it. Ship, sheep, ship, sheep. Okay, last one. Sit, seat, sit, seat. All right. I would like for you to take a moment to practice these pairs, maybe a couple of times a day. Focus on the mouth positions that we just learned and notice how your tongue moves between the sounds. Okay? So here are some mistakes to watch out for with the short I and the long E sounds. Okay, so first, you might make the mistake of making both the sounds the same length. Remember, short I is short, like this, eh. And long E, you want to hold that longer, E. Okay, so we don't want them to be the same length. So let me show you an example. For ship, it should not be ship, the ship, right? Long and drawn out. The correct way is the ship, the ship. Okay. Now, you also might forget to spread your lips for the long E sound. And especially when you're getting started, it's very important that you do that. Okay. So you don't want to say, teen, teen. Okay. My mouth is open. I'm saying the E sound, but I'm not really smiling. And it affects the way the sound is heard. And if you really pay attention while you're practicing every day, you'll notice the difference of the sound. The correct way is team, team. Okay. All right. Well, these small adjustments make a big difference in how clearly you are understood. And these sounds are especially important in professional settings. So let's look at some situations where these sounds really matter. We're going to start off with during a presentation, okay? So how about this? Let's sheep it instead of let's ship it. Let's ship it, okay? In meetings, that's very important. Can you fill out this form? Can you fill out this form instead of can you fill out this form? If you found this video helpful so far, please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any other pronunciation videos. I'll be having more of these minimal pair videos out weekly. Mastering these distinctions between the short I, and the long E, can help you really communicate more confidently. And that is a very important thing. You want to be able to feel confident speaking so that you'll get more practice speaking your English. All right, let's do some shadowing practice. I'm going to say 3 sentences and I want you to try and say them with me with the same intonation, the same pace. Okay, and let's go ahead and let's get started. All right, so the first sentence is, please ship these 3 sheets to the team. Did you feel sick during the business meeting? Tim needs to fill in before he leaves. Okay, now we're going to do this a little quicker. All right, here we go. Please ship these 3 sheets to the team. Did you feel sick during the business meeting? Tim needs to fill in before he leaves. All right. So I want you to try recording yourself, or if you can't do that, just say it out loud. And I want you to really listen to your voice. And I want you to practice while you're saying the long E sounds to be smiling. And when you're saying the short I sounds, to say them short. And I like to just do this. So I have a physical thing that just tells me, don't smile. Eh. That helps me. Okay, so these sounds are very challenging. Um, and I want you to just to really take your time and focus on the accuracy over speed. In my next video, I am going to be talking about the two sounds of TH, the voiced and the unvoiced. And you're going to learn the difference between sounds like thin and that and tin, okay? With some simple mouth exercises. Remember, mastering these sounds takes consistent practice, but it doesn't have to be long practice. You can practice 5 or 10 minutes a few days a week. And if you want personalized feedback on your pronunciation, I offer private lessons where you can get immediate corrections and feedback and customized exercises based on what sounds you need to be working on. So you'll make faster progress and you'll feel more confident in your everyday conversations. So the link is in the description. And check out video 3 in this series right here to continue improving your American English minimal pairs pronunciation. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.